Good morning, second graders. We are going to continue talking about subtracting two-digit numbers. Today, we are going to use regrouping and place value. So let's review. What does regrouping mean? What does it mean? And why would we even need to regroup a 10? We can use base 10 blocks, also called place value blocks, to show us what regrouping a 10 looks like. And remember, regrouping means that we are either taking 10 ones and regrouping them into a 10, or as we've seen with subtraction, we can take a 10 and we can regroup it and break it into 10 ones, depending on what kind of math we are doing. So here is our example problem we're going to work together. And over to the right side of your screen, you will see the steps for working word problems as a reminder. Ming had 42 toy animals. She gave 15 toy animals to her friends. How many toy animals does Ming have left? We always read word problems twice. Ming had 42 toy animals. She gave 15 toy animals to her friends. How many toy animals does Ming have left? So what is the question we are being asked to answer? What is it that we are being asked to solve? How many toy animals does Ming have left? And what information do we need to answer that question? So now I am looking for numbers in the word problem. And I see that Ming had 42 toy animals. She gave 15 to her friends. So I'm looking at the numbers 42 and 15. There are some keywords in this word problem that are going to be helpful as well. One of them is gave. So she gave them away. She no longer has them. That's a clue that tells me I'm going to be subtracting. And then also in the question that I'm being asked to answer, the words have left. So she had a quantity, a number of something. She gave some of them away. She no longer has them. They are gone. We're subtracting them, and they're asking us to figure out how many are left. So our plan is we're going to subtract. Our equation we'll see on the next slide will be 42 minus 15 equals our unknown, equals our difference. We are going to draw a picture. We're going to use base 10 blocks or place value blocks, and we're going to solve and show our work. And then at the end, we are going to label and circle our answer, and we're going to make sure we fill in and complete our equation. Okay. So here's our word problem again, and y'all excuse my handwriting. I could have used text boxes, but I am working on using my touchpad to write on a PowerPoint, and so I thought I'd practice. So it does look a little messy, I know. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we've got our equation. Find 42 minus 15. That will tell us how many Ming has left after she gave 15 away. Okay, so we'll start with our 42. And over here on the left side of the screen, we are going to draw a picture. We're going to use base 10 blocks to show the number 42. So there is a 4 in the tens place of this number, so I have 4 10 rods here. There's 2 in the ones place of this number, so I have 2 ones cubes. So I'm going to look at the number that I'm being asked to subtract, and that is 15. There are 5 ones in the number 15. I'm going to try to subtract those first. So here I go. I'm going to take the 2 ones that I have in my 42, and I'm going to subtract 5. Wait a minute. I can't subtract 5 from 2. That will not work. So now what? Well, I can regroup a 10 first and then try to subtract. So when I'm talking about regrouping and subtraction, that means I'm going to take one of these 10s. So here's my 42. Here's the picture, the model, in base 10 blocks again, the 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. I'm going to regroup. I'm going to take one of those 10s. I'm going to get rid of it, right? I'm going to break it up. I'm going to break it up into 10 ones. So this is what it will look like after I have broken this 10. So it's gone. And instead of broken it on each one of these little lines here, broken it into 10 ones, and now my 42 has turned into 3 10s and 12 ones. And circled here are the 10 ones that I created from this 110 here. Okay, so take a second to look at that. All I did, took one of the 10s, broke it into 10 ones, added it to the 2 I already have, so 42, then it just changes from this to this. Now try to subtract the 1s and 15. So I did that up here. I've got the 3 10s and the 12 ones. I put a mark through 5 of those ones to show that I'm subtracting them. I even wrote an equation. The 12 ones here minus the 5, and that means I have 7 ones left. All right, so what are we going to do next? We've subtracted our ones. Now let's subtract the 10 in the number 15. And I'm going to do that by just marking a line through it again. So I've subtracted, here's the 10, here's the 5 ones that I subtracted. And now what do I have left? Look at the blocks. What is left? 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Well, that's my answer. She had 42. See, she gave away 15. Marked through the blocks. And she now has 27 toy animals left. So I went back in, I completed my equation, I labeled it. I forgot to circle it. Don't forget to circle it. You can also do the same thing, but start with the 10s first. So I'm going to quickly walk through this one. The same equation, 42 minus 15. Set it up here in base 10 blocks, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. But this time, instead of subtracting the ones first, so in trying to subtract the 5 ones first, I'm going to go ahead and just subtract that 110 first. I've marked through it here. And that 10 is now gone, right? So now I'm going to try to subtract the 5 ones. Well, same problem, guys. There's only 2 ones in this number. There's only 2 ones. So I had 42, subtracted the 10 first, I now have 32. I cannot subtract 5 ones here. It doesn't work, just like before. So what do I have to do? What do I have to do? I'm going to show you here. So now I am at 32. All I have to do, regroup one of these 10s. I'm going to mark through it. I'm going to get rid of it. Turn it into 10 ones, which I put right here. Add it to the 2 I already had that were already there. And now I can subtract this 5. And that's what I did by marking through it. That's that minus 5. And here was the minus 10 in the number 15. And now the number left, 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, just like before. So then I would take my original equation. It's probably going to be messy. 42, told you, minus 15 equals 27. And then I would label it toy animals and I would circle my answer. Your purposeful practice independent work today is page 87 and 88. If you have your Ready Math workbook at home with you, if you're one of our mobile learners that has it at home, or you are in class, you've got the workbook in school. If not, there is a copy that is attached to your assignment that you can print, or you can copy your work in your blue math notebook and submit a photo for me in the assignment in Schoology. All right, guys. See you later.